Hello crochet friends, and welcome to BEANIE-Tastic number 10. I'm G Geraldine and this is G Crochet Off the Hook. My first happy news for this BEANIE-Tastic number 10 is that we did have our last beanie drop off for this year at a local collection. Our local Rotary Club held a winter collection night, and just last weekend all the various collected items were presented and distributed at a community centre event, and it was wonderful to see how everybody enjoyed and received the winter gifts. Now, as our seasons change, I do plan to continue doing beanies with Litsa, with Laura, with all of you, and grow my beanie stash, continuing to learn like we have for the last 7 months from all the talented designers who share their tutorials with us on the YouTube streets. Now, as I've mentioned, and I do mention continuously, I believe that beanies are another great project to help any crocheter practice their crochet stitches. We have various combo stitches. You learn to crochet back and forth in a row. You learn to crochet in a round. Beanies are made in various ways, including top down or brim up. There's just so much choice on the menu, and you can always learn as you go what are your favorites to make repeats of in the future. And of course, the bonus is it's a small enough project that you can start and complete in a few hours. Now, let's enjoy today's 6 beanies off the hook, and we will commence with Bodhatapalooza, which is with Laura at Mad Mimi's Crochet and Farming. And first up is the Irish cloth hat. It's a flapper style beanie from Crystal at Bag O' Day, and this beanie is, I can officially say, my first flapper hat that actually turned out like a flapper hat. We did have one in March. I think it was the Roaring 20s flapper hat, and unfortunately that one turned out more like a bucket hat for me, but this one was wonderful to make, top down, and then you could also embellish it with a few little flowers. So this was the Irish Rose Clouche hat, flapper style, from Bag O' Day with Crystal. And for this beanie I used a 5mm hook, and this yarn here, which is the Nova Garcia Brilla, this is 97% acrylic and 3% polyester. I did double strand this with my 5mm hook, and as I say, I am really happy that I have officially made my first flapper hat that actually looks like a flapper hat. Awesome. Our second Bodhatapalooza that I have is another double, but of a different type, and that is the ribbed beanie ski mask. And here it is. For this one I used a 5.5mm hook. It has a beautiful ribbed stitch, and you may recall that we have done a ski mask before, and the previous one, I think I did in red, gave you the eye holes and an option to add a mouth. This is the one that just lets you peekaboo out with your eyes and cover your nose as you need to, otherwise wear it slightly more open. That is the ribbed beanie ski mask, and for this one with the 5.5mm hook I used, there's no color name, but I used Coco's Snowball, and I did also double strand this one to create this beautiful ribbed beanie ski mask. And then our third Beanie-Tastic beanie was one of Crystal's more recent beanies. This was called the top down diagonal beanie, and isn't that quite an effect? So we did start at the top with the spirals, and as you go you have this wonderful effect. And I did end mine just with a three rounds of single crochet for the brim. That's all it needed to fit a standard adult size beanie that I needed. And for this one I did use 2 strands together again with a 5mm hook, and this time I did mix and match 2 colors. The sort of golden color that's in here I had no more left of, but that was also a Snowball Cocoa color, and I mixed it with a Kismet's Lollipop DK in the color Peony. So these two held together with a 5mm hook. They're both 100% acrylic, and we got this beautiful diagonal beanie. Again, many of these patterns, I've had a few people ask, look complicated, but they really aren't. You are just combining your double crochets, either front post, back post, all your standard stitches, and you're just learning through the beanies to put them together in different combinations, and then you arrive at these beautiful designs. So those are our 3 Beanie-Tastic beanies for batch number 10. And I'll just squish these a little bit closer. And then with Litzer from Coco's Crochet, our beanie of the week, the first of the 3 that I have up today is a beanie by Bella Coco, and I did use another Coco Snowball. For this beanie I used 2 hook sizes, a 4.5mm and a 5mm. I did not double the strands, I used it as it is. It's 100% acrylic, and we made Bella Coco's Prim beanie. Now she does have a way for you to do this in different sizes, and as I said, as you make beanies, you develop a favorite for how you enjoy making your beanie, either top down, from the bottom up, one big rectangle, stitch it together. I don't particularly enjoy doing my ribbing like this, only because it does feel like it takes forever, which is why for this particular beanie the effect is absolutely stunning. It always is to do your ribbing like this, but it does take time. I decided to only do the baby beanie. So this one is worked from the bottom up, and then this beautiful cluster of stitches together, and then I just did a few curly cues instead of a pom-pom on the top, and I thought we had a very sweet little baby's beanie. This is the Prim beanie from Bella Coco. And our second beanie for beanie of the week that I have for batch 10 is this beautiful turban beanie. This is a tutorial by Mhalee's Crochet, and I used Wool Touch Narco variegated tweed with a 5mm hook. It's 100% premium acrylic, and it's a very subtle, I'm not sure if it is coming up. Let me show you. This was the ball of yarn, Narco Vigo tweed. Perhaps if I hold it just right, it has beautiful specks of sort of a purple and a light orange and a little bit of green in it. Anyway, it did make a beautiful soft turban beanie. And for that one I used a 5mm hook. Awesome. And then our last beanie, which really made me laugh and got a song stuck in my head, because I had just completed the corner to corner house square, the schoolhouse, and I remember I put a little reel up and there was a song, Back to School, so I had that song stuck in my head as I did the last beanie of the week for this batch, which was called Back to School Beanie by Sara, Sach, Crochet. And I used this vibrant orange in Cartapo Snowball with a 5mm hook. So an awesome beanie to create. Works up super fast. I did double strand again with the 5mm using the Snowball. Did I say Cartapo? It is Cartapo. It's the Snowball Poolskin DK, which was this one, and you can see it is a very lightweight DK. So I did double strand it, and we had this really vibrant orange back to school beanie. And that's it, guys. It took me a while to get into gear and get this batch 10 beanies loaded onto a video, but I do hope that you enjoyed seeing this batch of beanies. And even though the seasons are changing, I do endeavor to build my beanie stash, because I think there are quite a few more tutorials out there with so many wonderful different beanies. So beanies on, hooks at the ready, happy crocheting.